You got whoopings as a kid? You got whoopings? What's the worst spanking you got with what? You don't remember, bro? That's child abuse, bro. You don't even... I was like, what's the worst whooping? What's my name? I know this. They tell it to me all the time. What if someone just walked in here right now while I'm putting on my belt? Like, what kind of show is going on right here? Thought it was a pastor on stage and he's getting naked. You don't remember what the worst thing you got whooped with? I'm gonna ask the black people next to you. Y'all know. All right. What's the worst whooping you got with what? A pan? Yo, how you get whooped with a pan? You do your homework, Jamal? I ain't doing nothing, Mom. Shut up. What? Like, I don't even know what you did. You deserve it. You know what I mean? Like, that's yeah, see, one time my mom beat me with my brother, so I understand where you come from. For real. She was mad at both of us. She was like, I'm gonna kill 2 stones with 1 bird. And she got us. Shut up, y'all knew what I meant, okay? It don't matter where the stone or the bird stuff is at. Same time, you got what I was saying. It don't matter. I'm not dumb. I'm not the dumb one in the family. Everybody got a dumb person in the family, and if you don't think so, it's you, all right? Just saying. Everybody got one dumb person. I like how you pointed to your sister. Like why would you point to this? She was like, it's you. Like, that's hilarious. Yeah, it's my brother, Justin, obviously, right? Everyone knows he's the dumb one in the family. Anyway, so this is the thing. My mom thinks I'm the dumb one in the family. And I know my mom thinks I'm the dumb one because when I was 8, she spelled out a word she didn't want me knowing. You know how some of y'all do your kids? No more drink for Timmy because he's about to go to BED. That's what my mom did with me. You know what she spelled out when I was 8? My name. She thought I was so dumb she could spell my name in front of me when I was 8 and I wouldn't know. In front of my brother who's dumb, right? She said, keep it a secret, Justin. Do not tell Preacher. And I'm sitting there like, that's me. My brother over there, Pre. Okay, carry the A, all right. Yo, preacher, who the heck is Pikachu?
This is time for family trips, too. This is when everybody go on family trips. We do family trips. Black folk, we don't do family trips well. This how we plan it. Girl, we about to go down to Florida. You going? Shit, I might as well go. I ain't got shit to do. When y'all going? Probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday, something like that. Girl, let me know. Shit, I'm ready to roll. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got shit to do. Just broke up with this motherfucker. I'm ready to get out of town anyway. Yeah, we gonna do this. That's how we plan. We don't do it right. White folk, you know, I ain't saying they better, but they just playing shit strategically. That's how they do. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're headed to Disney World. Everyone excited? Yay! All right, we're gonna meet up at the Walmart on Hanley, and then we're gonna follow Steve. Steve has a great GPS, which can synchronize with all of our iPhone. We're gonna trail him on down. Our first stop will be the Cracker Barrel. Oh my God, Cracker Barrel, I love Cracker Barrel. I know everybody else likes Cracker Barrel. Oh man, fantastic. Got some delicious apple butter, and I love that hash brown casserole. It's to die for, okay? And we're gonna shop at the little country store in front. I found some nice knickknacks in there. And then we get on the highway, we're heading on down. Our next stop will be the Stuckey's. Oh my God. If you've never been to Stuckey's, it's a fabulous little restaurant, delicious. They got a great country fried steak, and they got a pecan log that you gotta try. If you haven't... you gonna try it, fantastic. And then we're headed on down to Orlando, Florida, where we'll be at Disney World. We're staying at the Holiday Inn Select. We all have our confirmation number, and we should be in there promptly at dusk. Now, I don't know what the fuck time dusk is. That's white people time. That's like 8:14, 6:45, 8:88. I don't know what the fuck dusk is. But I know when dusk comes, white people go in the house, and so do I, shit. Where you going in the house for? It's fucking dusk. You better get in the house. Black folk, we just don't plan it like that. We don't plan it like that. Right, this how our family trip start off. Y'all better pee now. Cause I ain't stopping till I see that motherfucking mouse, you hear me? We meet at mama house at 4:15, right? Who ain't there, wasn't coming, all right? We got 3 cars to choose from. We got my Chrysler 300 and only adults riding that bitch who can smoke and can roll a blunt and drink. That's only one fuckers riding. If you can't do none of those things, get the fuck out of my car, you understand? All right, you got the station wagon in front. It seats about 15, 20 if y'all want to ride in that bitch. But our service engine light keep coming on. And if that shit break out on the highway, I guess we gonna see y'all when we get back. Cause once we start pushing this bitch, we rolling, you understand?
It is cool to see your parents get older, though, and not care anymore. Because there's 7 kids in my family. They were as strict as you could be, but now they're grandparents. My one brother's got 3 boys. They're 4, 2, and nothing, whatever you call that. I don't know, he's new. And my parents volunteered to babysit for 3 days while him and his wife went away. I said, I'll come down and help you for a couple days. I'm off in the middle. Sure, I'll help. And my dad, very patient. My mom, still not even this day. She told the older one, Patrick, I need you to put the iPad down. He goes, no. Wow. Now look at the guts on him. She told me to eat a pill, and I just did it. At this age, like, I didn't even look at what color it was. That's how obedient I am. Wow, look at this guy. Look at this guy. 4, no. She said, Patrick, I'm not kidding. My son, put the iPad down. He goes, no. And he shut the door right at her. My mom unravels. Jack, did you see what he did? Did you see what Vicky, you are 70. He is 4. Get a handle on yourself. We can't reparent these people in 3 days. I don't care what goes on here. It's our job to get out alive, okay? I don't care if he eats the iPad. I don't. We'll buy another iPad. That's what we'll do. All I know is 2 hours before they get home, we're gonna shower the 3 of them, put them on the couch and go, they were lovely. And then we're going to the casino. That's how this is gonna end. And they've gotten more liberal the older they've got, which is weird, because usually your parents go the other way. Like the very first Obama election, I wanted Hillary. My parents are old school Democrats, but my dad does not like the Clintons. He hates the Clintons because of NAFTA. He's never going to get over NAFTA. How could you think about supporting that woman? She was with him the whole way on NAFTA, the whole way. And if you'd like to know exactly what's wrong with NAFTA and the problems that it has caused this country, you can call 573. 348, blah, 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 blah. Ask for Jack, and you will get a 2-hour dissertation on why exactly this country has fallen apart. They wanted Obama. I voted for Obama, but I always thought, I think he thinks we're a little bit more of a team than we are. Like, here's the thing, sir, we get you elected, and then you do shit, and then you tell us about it. That's how I thought this was gonna roll. Oh, no, with Obama. He's on TV all the time. America, I'm going to need your help on this. Sir, we are busy, okay? Shark Week is on. I don't know if you're familiar with that. That's not something you tape. You got to watch that live. It always sucks on tape. Doomsday Preppers, I have 8 episodes I've yet to watch. I don't even watch reality, but if you have never seen that show, I think it's the craziest you can be. They are preparing for the end of the world, these people. They all think it's something different. A dirty bomb, the government's gonna take over, or they have all these ideas of how the world's gonna end, but they prepare differently. They have bunkers, they have medicine for life. But what's even more bizarre than what they're doing is every single one of them is married. Wow, really? I have normal, nice friends that can't get a date, and you How'd you throw that out on christianmingle.com and get a hit back? That's all I want to know. How do you just toss that out there like it's normal? Hobbies? Preparing for the end of the world. You can't throw something else in. Tennis. I mean, what? No. And then somebody hit you back. OMG, me too. Meet me at Costco. Lots of things to buy. Can't wait. This is going to get weird. Waiting for shit to get weird. Wait for shit to get weird. Obama is always reaching out. God love him. America, if you agree with me on how to solve this financial crisis, I'm going to need you to email your congressmen and representatives. I'm like, well, then I'm going to need you to email me who they are. Because unless they're hosting Shark Week or preparing for the end of the world, I am probably not familiar with their work. Because the ticket didn't say Obama Madigan. The ticket said Obama Biden. So if you need some help, I suggest you get that smiling Irishman you hired out of a bar, who is my favorite person on the planet, by the way. Because there's a reason he's always smiling. Because he was smart enough to go for vice president. Yes, all the alcohol, none of the problems. That is the job you go for. If you have, what do you want to be number one for? Blah, 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 blah. Cut your ego down a level. There's nothing wrong with Air Force 2. Same plane, different number, same plane. Yes, yes. Yeah, and you don't even have to answer anything. What do you think about the financial? I don't know. I really don't want to talk about it. The ice in my margarita is melting, though, and I have to go to a funeral in Turkey of a person I've never heard of, and I gotta act sad. So I'm gonna need a few more drinks, and then I'll talk to you guys later. Obama, I really think he starts out on such a high intellectual level sometimes. I saw him 2 months ago on TV. He just gave a random speech. He goes, America, I'm here to update you about Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Really? It's gonna start right there? Well, I'm here to update you, sir. That's funny, I have an update too. Up until 6 months ago, I thought Fannie Mae was a candy factory in Chicago. Thank you. And I couldn't understand why a candy factory was allowed to hand out home loans. And then I really couldn't understand who thought to go there. Like, that's brilliant. Like, well, hey, the bank said no. Why don't we go down to the candy factory and see if they seem to be doing well. And I thought Freddie Mac was a candy bar that they made I hadn't yet tasted in it. And I thought, I'm going to look for that at the airport, and I hope it has caramel in it. They speak about these things as if we're all updated. The deficit, they say that as if it's a real tangible number. The deficit is 3,007,804. Now is the time to get concerned. Really? Now? Why? Why now? You're in charge. You didn't panic at 2 trillion. I think you're bullshit. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I just had a stress test. You know what that is? Where you have your whole family over. No, I love my family, but it is true with families, isn't it? They're stressful. I'm trying to be a healthier person, you know. I'm working out now. I go to Anytime Fitness sometimes. How many people work out all the time? I just love America. Huh? I like those people who every day get home from work. I'm gonna run down and do some cardio. Get down there. You know, I get home from work. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna eat something first, though. I don't want to get woke up by hunger pains again. Every time I go to the gym, there's that one person running. I just want to say to them, you can stop running. They won't catch you. There's food in my car. Yeah, I always end up on the bike, with the plank seat. I have to cover those things up. There's too much information. How far you've gone, how long you've been on, clicking along. You're in Europe, riding on a hill. I am not. And you always think you've been on a long time, and you haven't. I'm just going to see. It's got to be 20 minutes, right? 9 minutes. What is that, Central? Well, how many calories? 3 calories. That means I'm going to have to spit this piece of candy out. Well, how far did I go? You are still here. The first week I worked out, I gained 4 pounds. It was very discouraging. I yelled at the trainer. I go, I gained 4 pounds. Don't worry about it, Louie. This is normal. We're building your core. You're building my core? Well, when do we work on the outer crust? This core is plenty strong holding this ass around. For years. How old are you? I remember my parents turned 50. We used to stare at them. Won't be long now. I get the Rambler. How old are you, sir? 27. Get out. Twenty-seven. When I was 27, I could pee from my bed into the toilet. There was a nice arc on it. There was a rainbow going through it. That's where that expression comes from, pot at the end of the rainbow. Now I just think I peed. Did I pee? I don't know. I better try again. I think we should just either be under 50 or over 50. I don't even think we need that whole 58, 57, 56. This is all the people that are that age are going, yeah! Let's get some torches! I turned 58 years ago. That's what I say to people. How old are you, Louie? I turned 50 8 years ago. What did he say? What is he, 42? What is it? I didn't know the signs back then. My dad we knew he was getting older because when he'd sit down, he started to go, oh, Lord! And he'd get up, oh, Jesus! He was a very religious man, obviously. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I remember that. You have a meat tooth yet? That's when you know you're getting older. You just stand there. What's wrong? Meat tooth. You'd be talking to the president, it wouldn't matter. Louie, nice to meet you. Oh, yeah. It's great meeting you, Mr. Obama. Oh, you don't have a business card on you, do you? I take business cards. They fit right in there. You get that out, you're relieved. Oh, and you have a snack. What was your name again? Nick. That's what happens too. You can't remember anything now. Nick, I want you to come over to the house after the show, open jars for me. You can't open anything after you're 50. You gotta wait till people stop by the house. Oh my God, I'm glad you're here. Listen, before we eat, could you open this stuff here on the table for me? Start with the scissors. They're in some sort of sick plastic. I have cut the hell out of my hand trying to open them. Who are they keeping the scissors from? They should put my food in that plastic. You are losing weight. I can't get it open. I'm starving. Please help me. People don't warn you about 50. I'm trying to warn you a few things. Time moves faster. As soon as you hit 50, people start coming up to you. Louie, what'd you do today? It's over. I had some soup. You're dying for soup after you're 50. Louie, you hungry? Is there any soup? Could you open it for me?
I have two sisters. One's a doctor, one's a lawyer, and I'm this. I'm doing dry bar comedy. My mom hates me. My mom's favorite day of the year is Halloween because for one day a year, her son's a doctor. Which is very mean. My mom's a nut, dude. Every time I upset her, she makes me do weird stuff, like a punishment that I don't even see coming until it happens. Last year, she made me take my cousin trick-or-treating for Halloween. I was like, of course I will. I don't care. I love Halloween. Let's go. I go pick up my cousin, an 11-year-old Indian kid. You know what he's dressed like? A Slurpee. I wanted to knock the straw off his head. I'm like, why are you dressed like a Slurpee? You're Indian. People make fun of us about this. Why would you decide to dress yourself up like a Slurpee? But I couldn't say any of that because I was dressed like Aladdin. I could say nothing. I was like, just hop on the carpet. It's gonna be a long ride. It's the worst. My mom is the boss of my family, though. I can't say no to her. My mom is my dad. I didn't realize how useless my dad was until I was 8 years old when I asked him for some permission he apparently had no authority of giving me while my mom was out of the house grocery shopping, right? I'm 8 years old, dude. I go up to my dad. I'm like, hey, Dad, can I go play in the sprinklers? He's like, you want to go play in the sprinklers, buddy? You go ahead. You have a good time. Don't you worry, buddy. Don't you worry. I was like, I wasn't worried until you said that 3 times, Father. But now I'm very worried, thank you. 5 minutes later, I'm the sprinklers having the time of my life, and then guess who shows up? I don't know, or my mom, like a falcon. She just lands at a sidewalk, pissed. She just shows up, she's like, hey, what do you think you're doing? I was like, I'm playing in the sprinklers. She's like, who told you? Point them out. Who told you? I would like to meet the person that told you. I just want to say hello to the person that said it was okay to play in the sprinklers. Can I meet him, please? Can I, please? I'm like, Mom, Dad told me I could play in the sprinklers, relax. She's like, oh! You asked your father for permission, you might as well have asked a banana. A banana, bro. And then my dad sells me out because he's scared of my mom, right? She's like, did you tell him he could play in the sprinklers? He's like, I don't even know this guy. Who is this guy? I'm like, it's your son, father. It's the worst. My mom just learned how to start text messaging people, and by people I mean me. My mom text messages me the most useless text messages in the history of text messages. I got one from her the other day, I swear to you, this is what it said, verbatim. I whip it out, it says, oh my God, the remote is not working. It goes on, same text, same thread. I think it is broken, beta. Oh, wait, never mind. I have fixed it. Don't you worry, buddy. Don't you worry. I'm like, Mom. I come home like, why would you send this after you fixed the remote? Why does your text messages have Indian accents? I don't like any of this.
My dad kicked me out. I don't know if you've ever been kicked out by your parents, but that's one of the first moments in life when you just realize what you don't have. You know, all I did have was an attitude. I'm in the room with my attitude, packing up all my video games and all my clothes in a suitcase. Then I hear a voice from the other room, don't touch my suitcase. Where am I supposed to put my belongings? You know how depressing that is? You walking down the street with all your shit in a trash bag with a rip at the bottom. I'm looking inside every car, hoping I recognize someone that could change my life and save me. I'm like, is that Jonathan's mom from 7th grade? Maybe I could live with them. And it wasn't even that my dad kicked me out. It was how he did it. My dad kicked me out on Father's Day. Like it was a gift to himself or something. You know, my mother, I don't even get her, overly encouraging. 4 years ago, she quit her job, 0 savings. She said, Jesus is gonna pay her bills. I stand in front of you 4 years later. My mother has 0 debt. She made me a believer because I found out that I'm Jesus. Mothers prepare you all different, you know? Like when I lived with my daddy, kicked me out. I don't feel like single moms kick you out like that. You know, I feel like a lot of times you just leave on your own one day because you just get tired of their mouth. One day you like, dang, Ma, all you do is nag and complain, Ma. All you do is tell me what to do. I'm leaving to find me a wife. See how she was preparing you? You didn't even know? Right? I got homeboys that don't date women with kids, which I don't understand. Because it changed my life. I never thought I could have such a deep love for this child support check. Every other Thursday, me and Stepman wait outside by the mailbox. I got this new number I do with my hand for the mail lady. I go. She hands me the check. Because that's how Stepman and I bond. We buy stuff with the child support check, you know? It's not a lot of money, but we get to spend time together, you know? My close homeboys, they don't even know. They just know the stuff. They're like, dude, where you get them pants? I'll be like, my baby daddy. You need to get you one, Playboy. This could be you.
This was not my first brush with death. I was almost born feet first with an umbilical cord wrapped around my neck. And because I survived that, my parents had higher expectations for me than this. In fact, all of you guys are really part of the great nightmare. So thank you for being a part of that. I come from a very conservative background. My parents are very disappointed that I turned out to become not a doctor, you know what I'm saying? While I was recovering at Cedars-Sinai, I kept telling all of my Asian doctors that my mom was proud of them. For more drugs. Didn't work, but they appreciated it. I'm the oldest of two. I'm the only son. Both of my parents are engineers. My dad has 2 master's degrees. My mom and I have had the same phone conversation for the last 15 years, and it drives me crazy. You know, she's just, okay, you know, acting and comedy can just be hobby, okay? Part-time, independent contractor. Also, you don't have to be gay. Hello, excuse me, no gay. You don't have to be gay. Gay can be a hobby. Part-time. Independent contractor. Mommy love you, click. Yeah. She says click, I don't know why. I got a degree in sociology from a Christian college outside of Chicago, Wheaton College in Illinois, and it is an honor to be blocked by them on Twitter. I thought God was all about honesty. I guess they can't handle the truth. Okay. They love to brag that they are the Harvard of Christian colleges. We're the Harvard of Christian colleges. Not with your Division III athletics. Also, Harvard is not walking around bragging about being the Wheaton of libtards and sinners. So, people were like, wow, going to Christian college was really difficult, huh, Hank, because you're gay. Not for me, it wasn't. You know, I was just walking around being fabulous. Like, they were traumatized. I'm good. I wasn't a good classmate. You know, I provoked them all the time because it was so boring going there. We were in the middle of nowhere. Like, you could just say the word and they would just pass out. It was like having a superpower.